highlights from you guys. And speaking
we have an interconference affair lined up for you today. As the Golden State Warriors come in for this one. We are great to have him healthy and back out on the floor, DA. Thank you. Chris, the front court matchup. It's pretty intriguing tonight.
Oh, it's going to be a lot more contact, pushing, shoving, battling for position. It's not a place for the faint of heart.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Porzingis is out there with Durant. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's Yao. And it's Teague in at the point. Capella dishes to Kemp. And slam dunk by Kemp.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Strong fundamentals right there. He didn't consider the height disadvantage too long. Instead, he just went right at him and sunk it in his grill, in the face.
Here's Porzingis, and it's good. Fought through contact, gets the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Great movement on the play. Creates the size mismatch down low.
When you watch Porzingis play out there on the floor, he is just pure excitement. On either end of the floor, you have to expect the unexpected. And watch Greg for big plays because he has been delivering.
He comes up with what I call momentum plays more often than not. The pitching for the huge putback dunk or the block. His style of play is why he became so popular so quickly.
Kemp kicks to Pippen. New York moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Peters on the wing. Outside Durant. Right side Teague.
Hey guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
Oh, I love to see the unselfishness from Collison. Really rips the ball over to the open man quickly.
Here's Waiters, and then Waiters with the jam.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Oh, you love it. He's just playing with the greater energy and effort. He recognizes the opening and pounces on it.
Collison with it, picked up by Teague. Collison the pass to Kemp, and then Kemp slams it in.
Nice feed in close, right to where his teammate needed it.
T kicks to Yao. The kick out to T. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pippen, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Wow, after 5 shots, they have connected on 4 of them. Exactly the start they were looking for.
And Waiters kicks to T. Offensive rebound. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
It appears as if he just spaced out temporarily there. Really an unfortunate turnover.
Some changes for Golden State. Sarge is checked in for Porzingis, and it's Seth Curry in for T. Curry against Collison. The kick out to Crowder. Outside Pippen. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Durant for three. The rebound by Kemp. The Knicks with the lead. Kicks to Crowder. Inside. Here's Kemp. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
That defense was awful. That was just pathetic. He should not be that wide open right near the bucket.
Well, we knew that he was funny from working with them, but Steve Kerr has demonstrated many times, Chris, just how smooth he can be with the media.
And you can't downplay how much that means to a team. With the Warriors, Kerr provides them a buffer for criticism with his wit.
Shots good by Durant.
Oh, he's shooting a fantastic mark from the field to begin this one.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Pippen against Waiters. Pippen dishes to Kemp. He kicks it to Capella. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Curry with a wide open look. Again, Golden State. The Knicks have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Collison, the pass to Pippen. Pippen is doubled. Collison for 3. Another shot. And Kemp puts it in. Kemp's got 8 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pippen against Durant to the pace. Here's Yao. Right side Durant. Dishes to Saric. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here. Pippen kicks to Collison. Here's Capella.
But when you watch Clint Capella play, you notice how smooth he moves for a center of his size. He gets off the floor easily to contest shots or grab boards. He can cover a lot of space in a short amount of time when acting as the help defender.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Jefferson's checked in for Kemp. Batum comes in for Jay Crowder. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Scottie Pippen. And it's Johnson in for Darren Collison. Golden State also making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Yao. Ingram comes in for Kevin Durant. And Brogdon subbed in for Waiters. Curry dishes to Zeller. Just 4 to shoot. Ingram. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And with Capella in his movement, you also like what it does for him in transition.
Well, don't forget, Capella has that deceptive length, too. You don't think he can take off from that far out and get a shot. But all of a sudden, boom, he's dunking right there on your dome or throwing your shot out to the third row for a souvenir for some kid to take home.
Gortat's checked in for Capella. Outside for Batum. Tries again. And it's blocked.
Registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
Johnson down low. Curry meets him. Batum wide open. He fires. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Batum's got his first 3 points of the game. Pass to Brogdon. Unloads. That one off the back iron and out.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Oh, no, you're right. It's selfish on his part to attempt that. Should have passed it back out and tried to get a better look.
.153 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Batum. Batum with another miss. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Zeller. Great D that time from Batum.
He's usually very dependable from that range, but the D got themselves in that play and got him off kilter.
Here's Johnson. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Gortat with the rebound.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Well, he just can't worry about stuff like that. Just brush it off. Brush your shoulders off.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the foul on Al Jefferson. That's his first foul. Outside Curry. Over in the corner, Zeller. Here's Saric. Here's Brogdon.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Over in the corner, Batum. But they get it back. Back to Johnson. It's up a three. Another miss by Batum.
If he can find himself out there, his team will be in fantastic shape to get this win.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the doctor ordered us some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Well, also a miscommunication on defense. No one rotates over. See ya.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
The feed to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
One of the more positive attributes of Zeller, the explosiveness to play above the rim on a regular basis.
Here's Johnson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 1 second left. Jefferson, that's good. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
How good has the ball movement been here? Just absolutely terrific.
Yeah, really unselfish. The guys are in it for each other. I mean, racking up huge assist totals. Love to see the game being played this way.
Johnson is out there with Booker. Then there's Al Jefferson. Then there's Batum. And it's Gortat in at the center position. There, the group New York will start the second one.
I can't lie. It still baffles me the year the Warriors had last season. Just outstanding basketball from them on all fronts. Nobody thought that the '96 Bulls win record was in jeopardy at the start of the season. By the end of the year, the Warriors were able to top it with an incredible 73 wins. I never thought I'd see that mark broken.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, in the era of 3-and-D and 4-out-and-1-in, some say the post-up is a lost art. That makes Al Jefferson a throwback player. He said it happened right in front of my eyes. When I came into the league, it was still a big man's game. Everything changed around me. I've always been a back-to-the-basket, post-move player. Just stuck to what I do best, guys.
Yeah, and I hope he never changes. Thanks, D.A. Well, Chris, the Warriors had everything fall their way to chase that 73-win mark.
Well, there's so many small factors which come into play when you chase a record like the '96 Bulls win mark. You have to give the Warriors players and staff all the credit, though. They saw their chance at history, and they took it.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Clock at 6. Curry passes to Durant. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The putback, it's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Batum. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game.
And really, Batum is so adept at draining these shots off the drive, using his speed and athletic frame to easily coast to the rim.
And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Johnson against Curry. Jefferson inside. Outside for Batum. And it's Durant with the rebound.
He had all the room in the world to get that up, but somehow blew it by rushing it just a tad.
The Knicks leading by 3. Johnson kicks to Jefferson. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. A 2, good.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Gortat with the steal. Batum dishes to Booker. Johnson, the pass to Gortat. Buried from 15 feet out. Gortat's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
He knows how to dish out some pretty sick assists as well when they need him to. You see that play right there?
Chris, there's such a difference between creating offense in transition against finding looks when things slow down. What are the keys to finding consistent offense in half-court sets?
Well, one of the keys is patience. I mean, you have to have patience. Move the ball side to side so that you can move a player laterally. It's harder to move laterally than it is north-south. And secondly, you have to attack the defense. Where there's one guy, attack him. Hopefully you will draw help. And then you pass. And the guy that you pass it to, he doesn't have to shoot. He can wait while the defense is retreating out to him and move the ball again. So ball movement is secondly. And then thirdly, I think it helps where you rebound. I think you know where the shots are coming from because you can anticipate. And so I think it's just patience and ball movement that helps in half-court sets.
It's an excellent point. Johnson can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 8. Durant kicks to Teague. It's rebounded by New York. Gortat's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Batum dishes to Gortat. He goes up again. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
I mean, it just goes to show the lack of effort on their part. Their opponents simply want this game more than them right now.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Sarge is checked in for Porzingis, and it's Ingram in for Durant.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Jefferson's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Ingram passes to Yao. Down low. And they get it out of bounds. New York takes possession. The Knicks leading by 11. Now here's Johnson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And that one's good by Gortat. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The kick out to Teague. Passes it to Ingram. Yao dishes to Teague. Basket good.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Johnson kicks to Booker. Second chance shot, and the call will be against Jeff Teague. So New York ends up going with the new group. On defense, Golden State, they trail by 11. The screen from Kemp. Pippen, the pass to Crowder. Raiders against Pippen. Puts it up from 12. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Knicks lead by 13.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Here's Teague. It's deflected.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. A three-pointer, no good.
The defense took a big risk leaving him wide open and got lucky. He clanked that outside shot.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Warriors have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And he makes the first. Some changes for Golden State. Zeller comes in for Yao. And Brogdon subbed in for Dion Waiters. And so Sarge nails them both. And the Knicks decide to take their first timeout here.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Well, I also think, Greg, he wanted to give his guys a quick breather. They're expending a lot of energy. They're expending a lot of energy out there right now.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's foul number 2 for him.
Not good. He already has 2 early fouls here, and he has to watch himself for the rest of the half.
Pass to Capella. Now here's Pippen. Not a lot of room. Back to Capella. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Kemp slamming it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Teague kicks to Zeller. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
Well, Kev, before the game, his college coach told us that he's the most focused kid he's ever recruited. Zeller's showing great focus there, converting through that contact.
Pippen with it. Passes to Crowder. There's the triple. Unable to get that one. And Golden State will come the other way.
Last season, Jay Crowder scoring far and away the most points of his career, over 14 a game. He's more of a secondary scorer, a spot-up shooter, and a good finisher as well.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. And for Crowder, Chris, he doesn't try to do too much offensively. As they say, he stays in his lane.
That's right. He shoots corner threes. He has a good sense of when to cut to the rim. And without being flashy, he's a very effective offensive player.
Here's Pippen. Got it. Good job on the low post. Pippen's got 4 points this quarter.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Oh, you asking me? The defense has been garbaggio. I've lost track. The D has been non-existent, and they've taken full advantage.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one.
Taking the initiative. Crowder going in strong.
To the inside, Zeller. Pippen with the steal. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. In the corner, Crowder with it. Capella dishes to Pippen. 2 points. That one goes. Pippen's got the lead up to 13 now for New York.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Brogdon, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg Heat. And we finished one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie. New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 13-point lead. And we'll start with the big fella, Shaq. What'd you see from them out there?
Well, they're out in front tonight because of their offensive rebounding. Those.
And that's...
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You got to like what Nicholas Batum has done in this game.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
A guy who typically struggles from distance, but the defense gave him too many open looks. Let him build up his confidence.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Durant is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Teague. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Yao in at the 5 spot.
And with his feet set, Crowder can definitely hurt you from long range.
That's tipped, and so the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know our old friend Steve Kerr was new to coaching when he took the reins of the Warriors, but he'd mentored under the greats. He said that Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich both had an almost scary amount of presence. As for Steve, he said, "I'm very laid back. I believe in the calm presence of a coach more so than the ranting and raving and screaming and yelling." I guess that's what he says to the referees anyway, guys.
cool under pressure, but D.A., he's as competitive as they come. Thank you.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
I mean, it is insane that Durant shoots from behind the arc like it's a free throw. Just an easy motion from him that deep.
Pippen, the pass to Kemp. Outside Crowder. Capella kicks to Crowder. Pippen against Waiters. Back to Crowder. New York moving it around. Collison, no good. Warriors trail by 14. Outside Durant. Waiters dishes to Durant. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
I mean, they just look totally disengaged out there. Seems like they've given up on this one.
New York's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Collison, the pass to Kemp. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Chris, you played for 5 different teams. How much does the city you live in and call home matter during an NBA season?
Well, it's different for everybody. You know, it's different for everyone. It was great to go home to Detroit for me because I wanted to live and stay in my city. I wanted to eat my mother's cooking before the game. You know, not many times could I do that. You know, I could only do that once or twice or once a year playing on the West Coast. So, you know, those type of things, being close to your family, you know, if you have younger siblings or children, that type of thing, you know, if you have kids, what school they go to, you know, I've seen players take and weigh all those things. But for me, I've just been blessed to play in some great places with great fans. Washington, D.C. was a wonderful place. You know, that city really showed us a lot of love as a young team trying to find our way. And then Sacramento, you know, just some of the greatest fans in the world as well, just embracing us. And they had embraced the Sacramento Kings in so many losing seasons. So that's just who they were. Their character was just that of encouragement. And so I'm glad that we were able to give the people of Sacramento what they have been waiting for so long, and that's some exciting basketball. And so, you know, the cities that you play for are very important. And me as a fan, you know, I still thank the Bad Boys for how they represented the city of Detroit during those years, and Isaiah and Joe Dumars and Bill Lambier. So for me, just from a fan perspective, the relationship with the city, the players, is always important.
Well said. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, Capella is just fantastic at dunking it home, leaving no mistake on these kinds of chances near the hoop.
Here's the beast. And Capella sends it back.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Crowder kicks to Collison. Right side, Kemp. There's the pass to Capella. Warriors with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Pass to the beast. It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Pippen. Now Collison. Left side, Kemp. And slam dunk by Kemp.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink?
Chris, in the NBA now, there are a great deal of power forwards who take bits and pieces of your game and add it to their own. But when you grew up, who did you model your game after?
Oh, wow. Well, growing up, I mean, it's very simple. You know, my favorite players are the players that I modeled my game after. You know, as a big fella, I wanted to be a ball handler, and so the best ball handler was Isaiah Thomas. I wanted to be a great passer, so I looked at Magic and Larry Bird for those areas. I wanted to score, and so I looked at Larry Bird and Dominique in those areas. You know, Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley. So, you know, that's the great part about basketball. You know, we see greats today, but they wouldn't be as great as they are if it was not for the generation that came before them. Why? Because you kind of know and you have a bar that you want to set, and it's, you know, hard to know how much to challenge yourself until you see that bar. And so guys setting the bar, setting those expectations, setting those goals allows for guys to work on their game and get better. So, I mean, just thinking 20 years, what will guys be doing out there with the generation that we have now out there setting the table for them?
Yeah, great perspective.
Such a strong finisher.
on the fast break.
When he has the ball in his hands in transition, he always finishes strong, just like he did there.
Well, you look at Brandon Ingram, and certainly a great body for the game of basketball. But, guys, it's his skill that really completes the package, wouldn't you say?
Oh, no doubt about it. Shot over 40% from three-point range at Duke. He can handle and pass like a guard. One concern, though, he did shoot under 70% from the free throw line, and great shooters usually do better than that.
Here's Jefferson. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Jefferson's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's the beast. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Booker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Knicks have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Pass to Brogdon. Golden State moving it around to the right side. Right wing. He feeds it to Ingram. And stolen by Booker. And the dunk by Booker. Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Oh, well, they have to become more physical defensively and really commit to protecting that painted area.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Cody Zeller's checked in for the Beast. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Brogdon. And the dunk by Zeller.
And that's a well-placed pass right there, right where his teammate can do something with it.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Well, I also think, Greg, he wanted to give his guys a quick breather. They're expending a lot of energy. They're expending a lot of energy out there right now.
And slam dunk by Kemp.
And when he gets his points within the flow of the offense, that efficiency has helped them build this lead.
And Waiters kicks to Zeller. It's stolen by Capella. Here we go, one-on-one. Outside for Kemp. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. New York calls timeout. .55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pippen for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Pippen's got 13.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Well, somebody needs to wake them up and tell them they need to put forth a much better effort on D if they want to get back in this one.
And Curry has it in the corner. He dishes it to Waiters. To the middle, Ingram. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. He's got 6.
The shot-making ability of Ingram. Persistent in how he attacks the defense.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on, give it up.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. To the inside, Capella, and the wide open shot from Collison. Here's Capella, the kick out to Crowder. And here's Pippen. He's got 13. The dish to Kemp. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Kemp's got 22 points. 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Great resolve there on defense, allowing nothing easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. New York shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Jefferson is out there with Gortat. Then there's Batum. Then there's Johnson. And it's Booker in at the 2 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And for the Warriors, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. And stolen by Booker. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. Johnson with it, picked up by Teague. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
For the Knicks, Robin Lopez is checked in for Gortat. Turner comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Smart subbed in for Johnson.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Teague dishes to Durant. Feeds it to Yao. Kicks it to Waiters. Goes back up. And it's Yao getting it to go down.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just a real lack of physicality in the post there. No reason at all that they should have gotten the rebound off that miss.
Here's Jefferson, and there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Turner passes to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Turner. Over to the left wing. From 13, and there's Al Jefferson on the assist by Turner. And it's 8 points for Al Jefferson.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
It's stolen by Jefferson. Here's Smart. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
Well, Marcus Smart, a combo guard. He hasn't really established himself yet as a big-time scorer or a playmaker. But you know what, Chris? You ask his coaches, and he finds a way to impact the game.
Oh, yeah, he sure does. He's a rugged defender. He's also one of the best rebounding guards in this league, especially on the offensive glass.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
I mean, it's just been one of those days for them. It seems like all their shots are dropping for them.
Here's Durant. They can't stop the run with that one.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
Inside, Turner with the steal. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
And there seems to be no let-up in sight. Everything they put up now just looks like it's going to go in.
The offensive rebound. Yao kicks to Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And Durant gets it to go.
And Durant just makes the game look so simple when he's pulling up from behind the arc.
Smart with the ball. Curry meets him. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
We see Marcus Smart is still developing as an offensive player at the NBA level. But he gets onto the court with this intimidating defensive presence.
So for the Knicks, Gortat's checked in for Lopez. And it's Batum in for Evan Turner. Waiters with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Durant just inside the line. Misses off the left iron. And Smart at 6'4", 220, and sometimes a hot temper, Chris. He makes you feel him when he's covering you.
Well, that's his size and strength. But he's also quick. He fights through screens as well as any player in this league. He plays the game with tremendous effort.
The Knicks making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Gortat inside, defended by Yao. Porzingis with the block. Outside Durant. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Durant. Makes it off the glass. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
I mean, he's connecting on most of his shots out there, and his team has needed every one of them.
Johnson kicks to Batum. Gortat dishes to Batum, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Well, that's the athleticism of Batum on full display, really leaping up and powering the jam down.
Batum against Durant, and there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. And that'll be his third foul so far. Durant against Batum. 6 to shoot. Goes up the baseline.
Kevin, that's just exceptional timing from Batum. Really getting in that jersey of the shooter.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here is Durant. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
I mean, these giveaways aren't doing them any favors on the scoreboard.
Now here's Johnson. He kicks it to Jefferson. Porzingis with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry gets the bucket.
Now, I'm not saying that was the best play call, but that's certainly the desired result.
Knicks have gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th, going 6 for 7. Jefferson passing to Johnson. Jefferson kicks to Gortat, and again it's New York.
I mean, on offense, he has been a constant force. You get him the ball, and there's a good chance he's going to knock that shot down.
And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him. Durant with it. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, that's just tremendous court vision and timing. That assist was right on the money.
Waiters against Pippen. In the corner, Crowder with it. Here's Kemp. And again, it's New York.
Oh, nice look by Crowder, finding the open man.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Left side, Durant. Porzingis. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. That free throw good from Porzingis. And he makes both free throws. Knicks have gone on a tear here in the 4th. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Pippen kicks to Capella. Back to Pippen. No good on the free throw.
At the line for your next.
And he's good on the second. The Warriors have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Durant, the pass to Porzingis. To the paint. It's tipped. Looking for Yao. He gets it there. Out to Porzingis. 1:56 left in the 4th quarter. Tries again. He gets that one. Porzingis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Heads up, aggressive move. The smaller man on him takes him right to the rim.
Pippen against Waiters. Pippen kicks to Kemp. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Almost got to that shot in time. Just a split second late there. Caught it just barely on its way down.
Passes it to Porzingis. 1:29 left in the game. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
No good that time. Great D that time from Kemp. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Dishes it to Capella. Kemp passes to Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. Kemp kicks to Crowder. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
Well, look, you always want to give your all for your home crowd, and so far, they have done just that.
And Jay Crowder at 6'6", 6'7", not the tallest guy at the forward spot, but he is solid.
So true. Everybody needs a perimeter player who can deal with those strength matchups. Crowder is physical. He doesn't back down from anybody. He's a difference maker on that defensive end.
Teague is checked in for Curry, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
And foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Well, that's just a rush decision on his part. He needs to take his time out there and make better choices.
Pippen kicks to Kemp. New York moving the ball around. And the shot's good from Crowder.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, what are you asking? Maybe they should let up a little, right? This is just brutal to watch.
The 3, Pippen. Rebound by Yao. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Pippen from deep 3-point range. The Warriors pull it in. Durant can't get it to fall. So no problem for New York.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Now let's take a look at the Jordan Player of the Game. You know, tonight he put up his high for the season. Found his rhythm, never let up. Just a terrific scoring effort all the way around.
He was outrageous. He shot a rare shooting percentage from the field, hitting from everywhere. It didn't matter where he was or who was guarding it. The defense tried to make adjustments, so what?
That's going to do it for our